I am in my schoolroom and I am doing some scheduling. And I know a lot of you guys have expressed to me your interest in seeing our schedules. I schedule these all in Homeschool Planet. We've been using that for like 6 years. It works for us, and I'm kind of like, that's what we're going to be doing from here on out. I know how it works, and it's just easy for us to use. So I am including a link below. If you guys are interested in using Homeschool Planet, you can print out the schedules like I do, or you can have your kids log in through their own account on a computer. My children personally like them printed and to cross them out on their little clipboards, and I'll show you that. So here we go, and I hope you guys leave this video with inspiration and some ideas on how to make your homeschool and your kids more fired up and productive. Okay, so here are 4 of my kids' schedules. I'm going to go through from grade school all the way up to my olders. You'll notice a difference between all my kids. Drew doesn't really need specifics because I help him. Asher and Connor are pretty independent, so they need very, very specifics to stay on track. This is teaching them how to self-management, time management, all of that stuff. We're getting them going on that. And then when I move over to McKenzie, who is a sophomore in high school, you can tell hers is more general, and she has really good time management, self-management, and she kind of just needs a reminder. So that's kind of a clue on how I do individual different schedules for their different personalities and their different stages. So we're going to start right here with Drew. This is the first year I am doing this type of schedule with Drew, and as you can see, it's super, super general. So it just gives an outline of our day and the order. For him, we always start with devotional, cursive copy work, language arts. As you can see, I don't put a specific lesson because we just go at his speed. Math, same thing, we go at his speed. And then we're doing science, mammals together, and then he practices his violin. So this is his day. It's pretty consistent every single day. And obviously there's more that he does. Like he does 3D printing, he does read alouds with his dad at night, tons of stuff, but this is the basic outline so he can color and check off what he's doing every day. So, and then in Drew's clipboard, so I put their schedules, I put what they're memorizing, and then I will put worksheets for our weekly lessons that we're going to be doing in the devotional. This is the Priesthood word search. I did morning menus last year, but I was so bad at switching them out. So I thought the clipboard would be a lot easier because I'm a little busier, and so I can just quickly clip. So that's Drew's. All right, so we're going to move on to Asher and Connor. I'm going to pull them down here. They are 13 years old. I guess they would be in 8th grade, but I have just started them into high school work. They're ready for it, so that's what we did. Their schedules are pretty similar, so I'm going to start with Connor's over here. We start with daily devotional, and Connor actually put everything in the order that he wants to do it. He jumps into his writing with Write at Home, and with that, I put the specific syllabus assignments on every single day, so he knows exactly what to do. Math, same thing. This is with Mr. D Math. He needs a specific assignment that day, so he knows what to do. Language arts, same thing. I plugged this in on my own, and the Reading Little Men book, I gave them their daily reading assignments. Science is with Experience Biology. We love it. It was 2 days a week. It was just Tuesday, Thursday, but they were overwhelmed. So we decided to break it up in the whole week, 5-day week, and specific things that they would do. And so it makes it less overwhelming. Music, he's in cello. And for history, we're doing history reading novels for our history curriculum. So he is reading a book about George Washington. And because he's reading so much with little men, I counterbalanced it, and he reads a chapter a day for history. So that is Connor. And if you compare my two boys, see, Connor wanted to end his day with reading. Asher wanted to end with his day with music. So the order is different. It's how they are, how they want their day to be. And that's the cool thing about homeschool, is they can mix this around with whatever they want to start with and whatever they want to finish with. So on their clipboards, I put the priesthood theme that they can memorize. And then I put, like, for our devotionals next week, little activities and worksheets and quizzes that are just fun. They love those little quizzes and stuff. So that's Asher and Connor. Again, they are 13 years old. Okay, so now we're going to move over to Mackenzie's schedule. She's a sophomore in high school. She is 15 years old. And you can see with hers, if you look at it just next to Asher and Connor's, you might go, oh, well, she has a lot less to do. But that's not true, because she doesn't need as much direction, as much detail direction. And in our homeschool, during high school, we have a certain focus. So Mackenzie's is going to be art. It's going to be music, writing, that sort of focus. She's kind of like an art school focus. And Asher and Connor, it looks like they're going more towards, although they love literature. So I don't know. We don't know exactly where they're going with their high school. We will find that out. But we know where Mackenzie's going, clearly. So with her, she is with the family with the daily devotional. She goes to seminary. I am the seminary teacher. So our seminary is every other day. So you can see day off of seminary Monday. We actually go to seminary in person on Tuesday next week. Then she's home, and then in person on Thursday. And this kind of switches every other week. Sometimes it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I put her seminary study class there. Okay, so here, as you notice, she's not going to have a breakout of, different subjects so much, because her Jesus the Christ is her literature, it's her history, and it's her media arts. I don't know why that got out, but I called it media arts because Jesus the Christ is a very complex and high-level book, literary. She does vocab words. It's just, there's so much involved in that. It's historical, so she's going to be following the history of when Jesus walked the earth. Also, media arts, she's making a podcast out of it, so she's learning how to record, set up a podcast, host a podcast, and all of that. So there's so much to this Jesus the Christ study. It's just in one tiny box, and all it says is study and read. But there's so much more to that. And with her, she's led by the Lord, the Spirit, and He guides her and leads her. And what could I possibly put in this box that, it's just so personal to her. So just wanted to tell you about that. And then she does still do math. I told her this is probably her last year of math. She's doing Algebra 2. She's done Algebra 1, Geometry. This is Algebra 2, and she's really excited that this might be her last year of math. And as you see in her assignments, it's just do your weekly assignments, because she is pretty good at managing when she needs to do it. Like if over on the boys, I put in specific days. So that kind of gives you an example of how each kid needs something different, and different things work with each kid. All right, then she does her piano. She does about an hour a day. She is doing the write at home. She wants to be a writer, an author. And this curriculum has been so good for her. She has a personal coach, and she loves it. So, again, I didn't have to put anything really specific for her. She just kind of follows it naturally, whereas, my boys love to have a specific goal and task for the day. And then she is reading a book. I know she's reading Jesus the Christ, and that kind of covers everything. But I have noticed when she reads good literature, her writing improves. Not that, obviously, Jesus the Christ is amazing. But just she wants to be to write stories and narratives and poetry and those things. So we plugged in a book of her choice. And so that is Mackenzie's schedule. On the back of her schedule, she has the Young Women's theme. She already has this memorized, but it's so good to just look at it every day and remember who you are. There are my schedules. Again, I'll lay them out for you guys to kind of glance at. These, again, are with Homeschool Planet. It's so easy to use. My link is below for you to try it out. I've been using Homeschool Planet, I think, for like 5 years. So this is Drew again, 3rd, 4th grade. Asher and Connor, they're 8th grade, but really doing freshman year high school work, and Mackenzie is sophomore year. So I hope this helped you guys, and let me show you kind of what I do with the schedule so when we get them all set. All right, so I created these pegboards this year, and I have the clipboards and they have little hooks, and we just hang up their schedule over their desk, and it works super awesome. It's been so good, and if you're a working mom, busy mom, just plug this in. Spend an hour or so plugging everything in, and it's going to save your life. All you have to do is hit print every week, or they log in, and you're good to go. So it's been a lifesaver. Thanks for watching. Bye.